Chair, thank you so much. I think the two questions which I was asked by the committee, one was, am I involved in subsidy program? And it's very simple. I've never been involved in any subsidy program in National Cereal Board. And I'm not willing, even now, to get into any subsidy program, even up to date. So that was the first question. So I need everybody in the committee to understand, because that's what Alan Namu created, like I'm doing the subsidy. That's what he has been writing and displaying and trying to get farmers to understand that I've been in the subsidy program, which I haven't. And I can clear that today because National Cereal Board, they are here. They can say it. I've never been involved. I've never even applied for any tender to be on subsidy. So I want to be clear, I'm not in any subsidy again today. The second question was about my factory. Whatever Alan Nam said, I don't own any factory in Kariuki. What I only have is a distribution deal with African diatomites. That's what I have. But I don't own any factory in Kariuki. So whatever you're showing that SBL own a factory in Kariuki, that's wrong. And anything which was happening on that day or whatever you're showing have nothing to do with me, because SBL have a contract with African diatomite, and the contract says as follows, that I'm supposed to do the distribution and they're supposed to do the manufacturing of the product. I think those are the only two questions I was being asked.
Okay, thank you. The MD for NCPB, do you have any business that you do with the Joe's company? And if there is any, I see you've done some mention here which will be going to, what is the nature of the agreements that you have? Can you explain that, please?
Yeah, thank you very much, Chairman. NPB is a commercial state institution. We don't get exchequer funding. And we are authorized by law and also by the mandate of the institution to be able to do what we call commercial trading. That is why we mobilize and buy a lot of, dengus, beans, and maize across the country. And we actually package it and resell to the market. We also have a rice milling plant in Sagana. We intend to have another one in the Lake Western region, whereby we mill our own rice and we trade as Nafaka Foods. We also have facilities across the country which we lease to interested parties, of course within the value chain of promoting food security. You find most of the millers in this country have leased the facilities from the National Cereals and Produce Board. If you go, for example, to Nairobi Grain Silos, you find all those silos are leased by, private entrepreneurs, and we have commercial leases with those companies. That is how the institution sustains its operations. We don't get exchequer funding to be able to sustain our affairs. In other words, we run like a business institution. Even when we distribute the subsidized fertilizer, we do that on an urgency basis with the government. We get a commission from the government. And therefore, we see the government as a customer. As much as we are 100% owned by the government, when we are doing government programs, we get a small commission out of it. So that is the nomenclature and the DNA of the National Cereals and Produce Board. So the company owned, do I proceed, Chair? Okay. The chairman owned by Mr. Joel Kariuki approached us in 2022 as an interested party to be able to do an urgency relationship with the National Cereals and Produce Board, supplying their product called GPC. Initially, they had come in as a product called GPC Guard, and later they had another product called GPC Original. This was on 31st of March, is when we signed the contract between ourselves and his company, 51 Capital African Diatomite. And we have done business throughout from 2022 with Joe's company, strictly on a commercial anchor basis, whereby he supplies a product. We don't pay him anything in advance. There is absolutely no letter of credit or bank guarantee, strictly based on the contract we have. And after we sell the product to the farmers, we pay him his money and we get a commission out of that exercise. That is the kind of arrangement we have had with this company for the last 2 years. Now, I can confirm, out of that experience or that relationship, the institution got around 28 million shillings in terms of commission from that relationship, from that partnership, and approximately 150,000 bags of his product were distributed through the National Cereals and Produce Board. Through our engagements with him, we also realized that we don't have exclusive rights. He also distributes through other aggregates across the country, and therefore is incumbent upon us to also work with him closely to be able to market the product so that indeed we also get a commission out of it. So our relationship with Mr. Kariuki has been strictly on a commercial and just basis. And I can say in a nutshell, we also do customer satisfaction surveys every year. We are an ISO certified institution, ISO 9001-2015. And out of the satisfaction surveys we did, Mr. Chairman, we never received any complaint on that product from the market. And that is why we feel confident that indeed is a product which the customers like, and they did not have any issues with the GPC original, which you are distributing through our outlets. So I think, Chair, that is what I can say about our relationship with Mr. Kariuki.
Okay, among the things that you distribute under that kind of arrangement, is it just the fertilizer? Is it the air conditioner or soil conditioner, or what do you normally distribute?
Basically, we have a number of relationships, Chair. We have relationships of farm inputs, and farm inputs are really, they include seeds, agrochemicals, and also fertilizers. But the product we are distributing for Mr. Kariuki was soil conditioner, well, soil amendment conditioner. That is a contract we have with him, soil amendment conditioner. It's supposed to condition the soils to be more receptive to the nutrients and also try to heal the soils, which may have gone through some level of dilapidation for whatever reason.
You see, Bwana, MD, we went through, and I have to be clear also as committee, because as we went around to gather some complaints regarding various fertilizer, the committee didn't receive any complaints or package regarding the said GPC. I'll say that for the record, because the members are here. But we found those GPC, so-called soil conditioners, in NCPB stores. And we have the photos clearly indicated as fertilizer, organic fertilizer.
Right.
So in your arrangement, you know, there is, I want to make you aware of something here. You know, we have fertilizers, Animal Foodstuffs Act. It says fertilizer means any substance or mixture of substances which is intended or offered for improving or maintaining the growth of plants or the productivity of the soils, but does not include manure, compost, wood ash, gypsum, or refuse when sold in its original condition under the same name. Nor does it include organic fertilizers other than lime. So we got bags written fertilizer in the NCPB. That was there. And if you look at whatever is coming, because this committee has us to make sure that whatever goes, as long as it's touching farmers, is the correct product. But if you look at the complaints which has been coming, they say there are touches on the quality of fertilizers. KEBS are not here. So as much as we like to engage and talk so much about the GPC, first of all, it's not under the subsidy program.
That's true.
The cameras we have checked. So that is out of the question. Secondly, we went around, despite the fact that we have documentation, others saying that it was substandard, KEBS are not here. Thirdly, we have not come across any complainant who brought the GPC to our attention saying we use this and it's not working. And I'm with the members here. We went around with them, to be fair. So, also as a chair, I don't see the need of continuing this engagement with Joe, because we need to engage Joe when camps are here. That way, then we'll know whether Joe provided something is not right or wrong. Because Joe will stand and say, mine was okay, and the camps had the approval. The camps are not here. So we have no reason, we have no capacity to determine whether Joe will be saying will be right or wrong. And having that, saying that.
Can I interject here?
Yes?
Sorry, yeah, I agree with you, but Joe also can bring a certificate. He has a certificate from KEPS. So we need to ask about those certificates, then we can verify a formula he's using and also the price indicated. And we want to know which farmer requested for his type of fertilizer he's talking about.
Senator Chute, my direction is clear. We want to have a productive engagement. We called Joe and he showed up. He can come again. But even if Joe produces that KEPS certificate, who is there to certify that the correct is genuine or not? So we always have another chance. We can call Joe because we have said we are summoning KEPS to come to this committee.
I think you, Chair. I want to support your argument and wisdom that indeed for us to be able to ascertain that what he put forth in the market is what he was in his mixed design. We need to have people who are competent enough, and that is none other than the KEPS. We need to see his certification for the samples that he submitted originally, and in the second appearance, he should come with that, and then we need to also get the list of all the fertilizers, all the depots that received his product, just in case we want to take the civil action. I can see he's coming with batteries of lawyers, and luckily, Chair, I've spoken with the lawyers in this house, and they've agreed to volunteer their services, and seeing that he's come with batteries of lawyers, so that if we need to go for compensation, then we have the services of senators who are also lawyers. Thank you, Chair.
So having that side, because we cannot, Senator Makoli.
Thank you. One thing that has escaped your memory, Chair,
Yes.
in Mosoriot Depot, we came across animal feed made by our good friend, your company, and the shelf life of that animal feed was 5 years. To me, it was a surprise. As a farmer in the village, I've never encountered animal feed that has life capacity of 5 years. So I was just keen, next time we meet, you can be able, as well as with the through KEPS and the necessary institutions.
Senator Makoli, I really don't want to open a discussion on the standards of the feeds. Is there feeds?
Chair,
Because the person
I'm
to
very
ascertain.
clear that next time,
Okay.
I'm not discussing it. I'm giving him benefit of doubt because he knows what they are making. So next time we come, we can be able to, we'll be able to engage.
I think all what is needing to be done is whatever, because when we went to Laikipia, we found GPC products are kept aside. All what is being said to be substandard should still be detained in the NCP, be in depots. So that when KEPS comes, they can ascertain whether what Joe provided for to KEPS is the same as what is in their stores. But for now, I think I'm calling upon, we had some videos, 2 videos on who is putting those videos?